and then we'll just
Right.
set up the chess. But I'm going to introduce what we're doing here. So anyway, hello, my peoples. I am Chastity White Rose, the host of Chastity's Chess Challenge, and I have my number one fan and friend Gracie here, who always comments on my Twitch channel. And we're gonna have a good time, have a chat, talk about fun stuff, joke around, but we can also play chess. And we're gonna make this as relaxing and fun as can possibly be. So here's the thing, Gracie. You can say anything you want. If you want to introduce anything, say anything, you totally can, but there's no obligation. And I sent a challenge on livechess.org. So let me know if you can find that.
I think I'm gonna have to use the phone.
Yeah, whatever works. Cause
Yeah.
your computer's pretty old, isn't it?
Well, it's they made it old, but it works great for all the Adobe stuff and graphic design.
Interesting.
But
Yeah,
they won't let the browsers work anymore. No.
Oh yeah, that's unfortunate. So yeah, but you can totally play on your phone. It'll work just as well. That's too bad though.
It is too bad.
Yeah. But yeah,
that's what they do.
So you can just close out all your other apps and just get
I'm still going to keep it no matter what, but I will have to get new Apple Silicon. So
yeah, or something cheaper, whatever works for you.
I'm just going to load it up. I'll use my student discount and just load it up. It's all good. Okay, so let's see. We're on Live Chess. I got that opening right now.
All right, awesome. Do you have the app or do you just use the browser?
I'm using the app.
Yeah, the app is cool because it works easier because the Safari browser on iPhone is kind of messed up. But yeah, that'll work just fine. Oh, yes. Oh, here we are. Okay. There we are. Now we're in business. So I'm the black player, you're the white player. And the thing about being a white is you get to choose the first move of the game. So that sets the stage for how the rest of it goes. And I will be allowing takebacks if you make any moves that you don't want to do. You find out it didn't work out great. We're going to allow takebacks.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds great.
And I'll let you decide on your first move, the first and most important move. Oh, E4, the traditional. Bobby Fischer said it was the best.
That's what I was told.
Yeah, he said it was best by test. But I don't like to be like everybody else. I like to do things a little bit different. But since you're going to do E4, I'm just going to go straight into the Scandinavian. I'm playing my queen's pawn 2 spaces. This is going to be great. And then we'll see what you're going to do about that. Okay. Now you just moved out your queen's pawn. You got 2 pawns there. Okay, I will take this pawn. Ooh. Knight over there. I could capture it with my bishop, but I don't know if that's what I want to do or not.
I don't know.
I may just ignore that entirely. Okay. How about, yeah, let's just move this pawn out. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to move this bishop here and attack your queen and see how you respond to that. Okay.
I never said I was the greatest.
Right. That's all right. I just want to see.
I'm a total amateur.
Yeah, we all start somewhere. But the thing is, I want to see where you're at because I want to teach you my tricks. I want to teach you my tricks. I want to help you become a better player. But we're going to see where you're at by first playing this game and then we'll be able to review it, and we'll see what happened. That's part of the fun. Okay, so that pawn goes there. But because I have this pawn here, I can go ahead and take that. Okay. So now I could take it, but then my bishop dies. And I could also take this knight with my bishop, but then you would still kill my bishop if I did so. I think I'm just going to retreat. I'm just going to retreat the bishop and go back to here. I don't want to lose my bishop just yet. I love how my pop bottle turns transparent. That's so cool. How do you like my progress flag behind me?
Oh, yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, I figured out how to set up virtual backgrounds. I set it up just like I do on Zoom.
I don't know too much about flags. I leave that to you.
Yeah, the progress flag, though, is the symbol of all the people. It's got all the colors. I know the meanings of all the different parts. Okay.
Oh, are you waiting for me?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's your move. Okay, the knight goes there. Okay, I think I will just advance this pawn now, so I'll be able to get my other bishop out somewhere next. It's nice and relaxing when there's no time pressure.
Yeah.
That's the way it should be. But you saw I was playing the bullet chess on some of my streams. And sometimes
it was like down to seconds. You're down to seconds.
Know. It's like I have 1.4 seconds on the clock, but I still checkmated you. Like I just barely won some of those games.
Yeah.
Ooh, the rook. Ooh. Is that your final answer? Because you do see.
Could it be my final destination?
Yeah, you see, my bishop can take that. And
Yeah.
I will let you take back that move if you want to. Because
Okay.
yeah, because if you do like, like the little back arrow thing on your app or whatever where you propose a take back, I'll let you try that because I want to let you take back that move because that's the reason I beat Rocco 76 times in a row. Because yes, we will approve
Done.
that. Yeah. Oh, it accidentally switched me to a different game.
It did.
Because I have somebody else playing with me. Okay, that's hilarious. I need to get back to my game with Gracie, and I'm going to turn off the auto switch because normally I have auto switch on so that when I am
Mhm.
playing my correspondence games, I make my move and it just takes me to the next game. But you can turn that off. So we'll let you choose a better move than that because you don't want to just lose your rook that easily. You're going to need them to checkmate me. But Rock always does that too, and that's why I keep winning against him. Brushing the hair, I see. We have fabulous hair today.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
Going for that kind of smooth, big hair look. Oh.
Yeah. I like to go
Something
for the
different.
I like to go for the Taylor Swift look.
Yeah. I'm doing the half up, half down.
Ah.
My hair is so long now that when I'm sitting down or laying in bed or I'm driving a car, my head gets stuck. And I can't move my head.
Achievement unlocked.
Seriously. Let's see what other pieces I can lose.
Yeah, you just if you can find a way to take more of my pieces and I'm taking of yours, then you might have a chance. But I mean, I'll probably still win, but I don't want to win too easily, so
Oh,
I'm
you're
gonna
definitely
let
going
you.
to win. Absolutely.
Yeah, because I practice every day. I'm such a nerd.
That's
Okay,
good to be a nerd.
it is.
Yeah,
So
girly
okay, so
nerds are cool.
yeah, girly
Oh, it's so
nerds.
cool.
Okay, so now you've got the knight there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my bishop here and pin the knight. The knight won't be able to move without it putting your king in check. I always say that knights are weak against bishops. It's like their Pokemon, like there's different types that are strong or weak against others.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, yeah. Oh no, my horsey.
Yeah, the poor horsey. Remember the horsey dance?
Yeah.
Having the rainbow trail come out.
Oh no, there's nowhere for my horsey to go.
Yeah. Yeah, and okay, the queen's okay, so now oh no. I can kill your I can kill your queen. Are you sure about that? Because I'll let you take it back.
Is that a bad move?
Yeah, because you see
Yeah.
diagonally, my bishop could just kill that queen. You might not want to do that. You might want to find some other way to attack me. Like, hmm. Yeah, if you want to take back that move, I'll let you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm a
Otherwise, it would
total
be
noob with this.
yeah,
Been
that's
a
all right.
while. I
Don't
played
you
with good
worry.
players, but that doesn't make me good.
Right. Well, we're gonna work on that, Gracie. I will teach you the tricks. Totally gonna teach you the tricks. Okay, yeah, I will accept this take back. And let me see if there are any good moves for you in this current situation.
Oh, a hint! Yay!
Yeah, it's fun. It's like that. It's like that one shogi game where the girls ask for hints. It's funny. So let's see.
This
Like if
girl's
I
asking
were
for
in
a
your,
hint.
yeah. So if I were in your position, what would I do in this mess?
I don't know.
Okay.
Put on more makeup.
That's good. All right. Let's see here. Actually, there's got to be something that can be done. In fact, it might not be a bad idea. Suppose that you want, like, let's say you want to castle your king, for example, because as to, make it harder for me to put it in check, although I'll still find a way because I'm good, but
Yeah.
that but you want to get your pieces involved. Now, so this bishop here, it's blocked. Like it doesn't have anywhere good to go. But let's see, this bishop that you have here, could probably go here just to get it where it's attacking this direction. That would be probably what I would do in your position, just because of the fact that it wouldn't do much now, but maybe later on you would be able to gang up your pieces and attack this weak square next to my king. Because that's what I always try to go for. So that's kind of my suggestion is, getting this bishop moved to this spot. You can decide your move too, but that's just kind of what I think I would do, because try to get all the pieces active.
Okay.
Oh, the rook. Okay, the rook attacks this pawn, which is currently not defended by anything. So by advancing this pawn one square, then this pawn protects this pawn. And that way you won't be able to come down on my territory too much. So I've just protected myself from your rook. That's not a bad move.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Do we have any comments right now? Only our comments here. Also, I have no idea how you do those emojis. I don't even know how you're doing it.
I think I was sending them through on Twitch.
Yeah, I think the Twitch app has an emoji feature that I've never learned how to use. Okay, let's see.
There is a chat on here.
Here's what's interesting. So there's multiple chats going on here, because there's the Twitch chat. Anyone watching on Twitch can chat, but there's also a chat here.
Oh, I see that. Yeah, I see
my yes, there we are. See, there's a chat for the game specifically. So anything we say here will just be saved in our game history. That's what's cool about it. So it's nice. The chess has a chat. The Twitch has a chat, and see, I have a little chat box to my right as the host within StreamYard, so that I can say something if I want to reply to whatever the Twitch chat is saying. Oh, we have a private chat, and you sent some
I
emojis.
saw that.
We have girl love girl. Is that what the emojis mean?
I think so.
I think so.
It just means I'm happy, right?
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Yeah, you're the queen of emojis. Okay. So let's see. You move that pawn there. Okay. Well, I think what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to come and I'm going to take this pawn. That seems like a good
Well,
thing. I'll
I
put you
think
in
what
check
I'm
that
going
way.
to do here is I'm actually going to come and I'm going to take this pawn. That seems like a good thing. I'll
Oh,
put you in check that way.
but yeah, because then yeah, there's that horrible echo, and you have
I know.
like myself.
I did it quick so I could get some emojis in and it wouldn't feedback too
Oh, I see. You have like the one the green squares that
Multitasking.
yeah, and then you have the cat with sunglasses. Hey, look at that. Look, there's the cat with the sunglasses. Here's the chat one. Here's what I said. Welcome to Chastity's Chess Challenge. Here is that emoji you did of that face. Yeah, yeah. Here's the duck. Live viewer comments show up on StreamYard. This is an example. Click on a comment to show it on screen. See, any comments we get while we're live on Twitch, this is going to be great. This is going to be absolutely great. Wait, we have 3 people watching. Okay, who was our third person? Or was it somehow I don't know, whatever. We'll
Maybe it was
figure it
me
out.
when I launched Twitch.
I think that's what it was. So basically, we're just watching ourselves now.
That's okay because everybody's gonna see this when you upload it.
That's right. I'm going to be putting it on the YouTube and all of that
Yeah.
good stuff. Make a few
Forever
TikTok
and
reels.
ever.
What?
Forever and ever.
Exactly. Yeah, I'll make TikTok reels of the best moments. Yeah, so I put your king in check. What are you going to do
Oh
about
no.
it?
Oh no. Mm.
Okay, the king is out of check now. So, Okay, I'm going to get this knight moved out here. I have a plan. It doesn't do anything right now, but I need to get it out of the way because I may want to castle this way. Okay, then you have moved the knight there, which is actually not bad, see, because this knight, see, if this knight jumps to here, it forks my king and my rook. But that's why I'm not going to allow that, because if I miss that, you could possibly end up killing my rook. But because I see it, because I watch out for these kind of things, I'm going to castle. And so now my king is there guarding this spot. So now I'm safe. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. Now, this knight, I'm going to scare this knight away. I want it to move.
There's nowhere to go.
No, that's part of the thing because see, yeah, now it goes here and I take it. And that's not your fault. That's just because literally I left it with nowhere to go. So there
Hey,
was really no coming back from that. It was too deep in my
no.
territory. And I have my pawns.
I like your moves. You're very patient. You're a
Yeah,
good teacher.
yeah, and don't you worry, I'm gonna teach you some of my strategies that I use to win. You'll become a better player. I will teach you some really slick tricks that I've just developed over the years. Ah, okay. Now see what you've done here is my bishop doesn't have very many places to go. It can't go here because of this pawn and rook. it can't go here because of this pawn. And well, actually it could, because you're not going to want to take it because then I would kill your queen. So it could go there, but that's still not a very good place to go. And I could go there, or it might be best to, Okay, I think what I'm just gonna do is I'm just going to totally retreat back to here, which seems silly, but I'm just gonna get it because it's safe there for the time. The pawns really decide the game, you know, because they're considered the low-level pieces, but there's an army of them.
Well, there was.
Hey, we still have most of our pawns here. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pawns, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pawns.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, here's what's cool about live chess. I don't know if you noticed, what I'm doing is I'm right clicking. So if you right click on something, you can do that. And you can click on a square and drag it and make an arrow to go anywhere. So you can kind of do some fancy stuff. Like,
oh yeah,
I'm
trying that out. Yeah, you can. Yep.
Yeah, it's totally fun. I'm not sure how it works on a phone, but on a computer.
You long press and hold it down and drag it.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not very good at using phones, but I know how to use the mouse on the computer here. Okay, this is cool. So, okay, I'm going to see what I can do here. I'm gonna bring my knight back here because I really wanted it here. I just had to move it out of the way earlier because this knight came over here. Okay. So now this could get very dangerous very quickly. But what I'm about to do here is I'm going to put you in check and take this pawn right here. Yeah, the options are a bit limited here. Yeah. Would you like me to explain the current position?
Yeah,
Give you
please.
a little hint? Yeah, so here's what's going on. Your king obviously has to move because you can't really block a knight attack. But your king can't go here or here because the queen guards those spots. And it could go here or here. Well, not here because of this bishop. But if it goes to here, well, then as soon as the knight moves, it puts you in check. So technically, your best place to move it is to go here. But you're still going to be in big trouble because I'm going to terrorize your king and checkmate it very soon. But that's probably the best place to move it to, so I don't immediately just put it in check with the rook. So this is where we're going to see what happens next here. Oh, okay. Okay, this is a very deadly trap. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to come here with the knight, and it will put you in check again. But there was no avoiding it. The position, like your king is like this one thing in an army of all these other pieces. It didn't have much of a chance. The question is, where is it going to go? I mean, wait a minute. Your queen could kill my knight. Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, you can kill the knight. I don't, you know what, Gracie? Oh, that's why. I forgot. Okay. See, because then my bishop kills the queen. See, I forgot. I forgot that was why. But
Right.
now the queen is dead. So, yeah, I just forgot that was why I was moving it there. Because you know how you make a move and you have a reason you made the move, but you forgot why you did that? So it was still a good move, but for a minute there, I thought I made a huge mistake. Okay.
I'm just prolonging the inevitable at this point.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so now we're going to put you in check with this bishop here.
Yikes. Big yikes.
Yeah, this is getting really dangerous. Okay, now I'm going to get this knight over here. Oh. Okay. Wait a minute.
Yeah, I don't know why it didn't take it, but...
Yeah. Hey, check.
I think I'm done now.
Yeah. Pretty close to it anyway.
I'm falling on my sword. That's about it. I'm done.
Yeah, let's see here. How is this going to go? Okay, we're going to put you in check over here with the knight here and see what happens. Okay. Yep, that was the thing to do. But yeah, it'll be over pretty soon. I just need to set up a way to completely trap you and checkmate you. But this game will be over pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, so now let's try this. I'm going to put you in check here, but it's not checkmate because you still have somewhere to go. It's close, but not mate yet. But now...
I'll have you chasing me all over the board.
Yeah, totally. That's what I'm doing now. Let's see. Yeah, your king still can move. But yeah, now I have this massive army of pawns, so it's getting very difficult. Oh, I think the next move is checkmate. Oh yeah. Because there's only one spot your king can go to. And then I'm gonna checkmate it with the bishop. Oh, is that your cat?
Yeah.
Hello, cat.
He says hi.
Hi.
And today is Black Cat Day.
Meow. Meow. Meow.
They're both listening to you now. You got their attention.
Meow.
They think you're a cat.
Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow 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 I'm goofy. And there's the end. That is the
Oh
checkmate.
no!
Finally. So that was really not a bad game, Gracie. Let's
That
do
was a lot of
it.
fun.
It was. So let's see. Yeah, I started. See, this is what's interesting. Now, see, I was expecting you to take my pawn because most people do, and we have the whole Scandinavian thing going on. But instead, you just
Mhm.
moved up the other pawn, and these were some unusual moves.
Yeah, I'm
Because
playing the Hungarian way.
oh, interesting. Because
Yeah,
there's certain things I'm used to seeing that people do all the time. And sometimes, Gracie, I'm suspecting that because people are playing the same things all the time, I think they're just having computers tell them what is the best moves. I think they're
yeah,
cheating, and that's why their moves always look the same. But when you
they
play with
might
a
be.
human, yeah, they could be. So when you're trying to play with a human who's actually thinking, they have style. They have their own way they play, the things they like to do. It's different. But this was a very interesting game. It's not like the usual games I play. So this was that you're not really a bad player here, but I want to show you some tricks, okay? So how would you like a little lesson on some chess openings for white?
Sure.
Yeah. Oh, this is going to be great fun. So I'm gonna go over to the analysis board because I use this all the time. Let's see here. Yeah, you can see it there. So what I like to do here, so there's E4 openings and there's D4 openings because most people are gonna move either this pawn or they're gonna move this pawn. Of course, there's some openings where you begin with a knight. Like obviously that's
Mhm.
not bad. That's called the NF3 Zuckertort opening. And or you
Mhm.
might move another knight. But mostly what I do is I just try to stick with either D4 or E4 opening. So here's if you're playing E4, the most popular starting move as white, here's what will probably happen. You'll move king's pawn, they'll probably also move their king's pawn. And then what you want to do here is you want to get this bishop out here because the bishop can start attacking this square. This is the weak f7 square. And if two or more pieces gang up on this, the king doesn't have any defense because it's only guarded by the king. So
Mhm.
why if they were to attack literally anywhere else, they would actually have more defense. But this is the weakest pawn for black, and then for white, this is the weakest pawn in for white on
Right.
their side.
Mhm.
So here's what's strange. So when you're in this position, a lot of different things are going to happen. Because obviously, black doesn't want to move here because if they do, then white just takes it. So they're probably not going to do that. But because they moved this pawn here, they don't have any immediate way of blocking here. So what they're probably going to do, because I'm just telling you based on experience, because it's like psychology guessing what your opponent will do. They're probably going to try to defend this square, and this knight is a way people typically do it, kind of like you were
Right.
moving your knight out there. So a lot of people do that kind of thing. But then as soon as somebody starts getting this pawn, because this could be moved out here, typically I will move this pawn out one square to protect the other square and the bishop. So this protects both of these, and this bishop is in line with that knight. And then
Mhm.
see this knight, well, it's gonna have a hard time because it doesn't really have anywhere decent to go.
Mhm.
So that's what makes it strange is they're going to start trying to get other pieces out, but
Right.
it's going to get very weird here. So
Yeah. Do you like to move the knights out
yeah,
early in
I
the
like
game?
the knights. They're my horsies. I love doing
Right.
all kinds of dangerous tricks with the knights. So like for example, like I'll get this knight out, and then my opponent will probably try to do something like they'll probably try to, let's say they try to put me in check, but that's no good because I can just block it obviously, and then they'll have to retreat somewhere. But because of the weakness of this square, this is where it gets kind of crazy. Because this knight, if it starts coming here,
Yeah.
now this bishop and this knight, if you can get to this position, it's kind of hard for black to stop this. Now they can castle, of course. Castling is probably the best move because then they have this rook and this knight as defense for this square. But let's say that they forget to castle because castling changes a lot when your king moves. Like, but let's say they forget, and let's just say they did something else like that. Well, then it gets interesting because this thing we can't do our major attack while this knight's still here. But what we can do is put our third piece. We can put our queen here. And now what are they going to do? You know, they'll probably do some kind of wild move. But then it gets to be this thing where if you have these three pieces on this square, and it's white's turn, you're going to win the game easily. And let me explain why. Because no matter what order you do this in, obviously your queen's not going to go first. That would be bad. But you could, one way is the knight could go here, and then the knight takes it, and then it's checkmate. The queen moves. That's one way.
That was good.
Or
Yeah.
what if the bishop goes here and then either this takes it or if the king moves, but typically they're going to want to take it. And then we still have a case. We could checkmate them if we want to just win the game. But what if we want to do more than win the game? What if we want our opponent to suffer?
That's valid. It's totally valid. Why not?
Now, I know it sounds sadistic, okay? But it's a game of chess.
Who said anything was wrong with that?
So nobody's actually suffering. But here's the thing. I've been known to do this a few times. Because you can checkmate them, obviously, by getting the queen there. But sometimes it's much more fun to do this. It's fun to move the knight here because then it forks their queen and their rook simultaneously. And they can't kill the knight with the king because the queen guards it. So they're going to want to protect their queen. So they'll probably try to move it somewhere safe, get it out of the way somewhere. Not that there's really any good spots right now. But let's say it goes here. Well, then we get to kill the rook, So it's just crazy. And I mean, there's no good moves for black right now because this queen guards this spot. So you see how this queen and this bishop are attacking here, but because the queen's right here, they don't have a chance. Not really. At the very most, like in this position, they could probably have an exchange of queens but if they do like literally any other move, just for the sake of example, let's say they just do that, it's stupid, but just for the sake of example,
right.
Well, we still can come over here and we can put the king in check, and then they have to move here. And then we will chase this bishop away here. And if bishop, I mean, like literally, there's just nothing good here, and we can just wipe out their pieces, Obviously, white's won this game, and it's going to be very easy to win because black has some pieces, but they can't do anything. They're just completely paralyzed here, And then there we go, and then look, that's probably checkmate.
Oh no!
Yeah, because there's just the king's trapped. So attacking the weak f7 square is totally something you do. Playing as white, but they're going to be trying to attack your weak f2 square. So let's go back and delete all the moves. If it'll let me delete all the moves, or just, well, yeah, or sometimes I just refresh the whole page just so we have a whole fresh start, because you know how it has the move list there. And I like it to show the moves as they happen, because that way people who watch this video can look at the chess notation, and that's fun. So, but let me show you. You've seen me with my queen pawn openings, and there's two openings I love to do. I love to do the Queen's Gambit, and I love to do the London system. Right. So the Queen's Gambit is my favorite. And Gracie, I want you to learn from this, and I want you to destroy your opponents with this, and let me know what you do. Because this is fun, because what in this work, especially against other amateur chess players. So white brings the queen's pawn forward instead of the king's pawn. And then black also does the same, because keep in mind, now that white's done this, black doesn't want to move this pawn here, because then white just takes it. Unless they're trying to set up that fancy Danish gambit or whatever, like we had seen that one time. There are times where they do that, but for the most part, this is just a bad move. So instead, they're going to try to move their pawn out here. And then we have the Queen's Gambit. White plays c4, and then black thinks, hey, I can take this pawn, and that's the trap. You want your opponents to think that, because as soon as you do, well, then they're in a jam, and they don't know it. If they're new and they're not familiar, that's why they need to play more chess and read more opening books. And if they watch the Queen's Gambit Netflix series, which I haven't done because I don't have Netflix, it'll probably explain some of this too. But there's multiple ways to go about this. One way is to then just move this pawn here, because now white has two pawns in the center, which is actually good. And no matter what black does, they're still in a difficult position, because if they try to bring this knight out here and they think they're going to attack this pawn, well, just advance it forward. And now the knight has to move. Where's the knight going to go? I mean, it can try to go somewhere, but it's, it'll probably still go here. But now, see, here's what we're going to do. We're going to get this bishop here, and see, this bishop is in the exact same spot that it was when I was showing you the king's pawn opening, because it's still in this spot. So this is just a roundabout way to get this bishop to attack this same spot. And then, they're going to want to start trying to attack things too. They can obviously mess this up, though. Let's say if they try to mess this up and just put this pawn in the way. Well, they can totally do that. But then see, here's what happens. Then we can just advance this pawn here, and they could take it, or they could do something else. But we're getting our pawns in their territory regardless. It's already turning into a dangerous thing here. So let's say they take it, for instance. Right. Well, then this is great. So now the bishop is here, but they might try to attack this bishop, because white gets their development. What happens is they distract black with that pawn, and white is already one move ahead at the start of the game. That's just the way it is. And so by advancing that pawn and then having them take that, you're just getting white ahead and develop it. And now here's where it gets really deadly. So look at this. White moves the bishop to the square, sacrifices the bishop, and black thinks, oh, I can kill this bishop with my king. Yeah. But then the queen is dead. It's so totally freaky. But yeah, let's see if we can wait. Oh, well, let's see here. Why is it? I'm trying to delete the moves. I want because I want to go back to a fresh start here. Okay, yeah, because I'm just not very good at figuring out how to delete the moves. But there's so many different ways the Queen's Gambit can go. So let's say that they take this pawn and we do something else freaky. Instead, it's like check. And then they're going to do something. They're going to block the check somehow. They might even put the bishop here. But then we still kill with the queen, and then now this queen isn't in position, and they can't immediately attack it. I mean, well, they could try to attack it with this, but the queen can just retreat back diagonally here. They can try to bring out other pieces, but we'll just start getting things out here. In fact, let's try that, because then they can't take that because this knight can go there, and this queen being in this position just makes it difficult. They're going to try to attack the knight, but this is just insane, because there's like just no good way to stop all this. Now we still have this queen here, and we can. It's not checkmate, but it's getting close. It's just we're just putting them in a difficult position here, and we can start scaring their piece. The army of pawns, like the pawns, decide everything, because they just like scare the other pieces away. The major pieces, they just get stopped by the pawns. The pawns will just chase them away until they don't have any good places left to go. It's just totally bizarre. Oh, and I just realized something. Look at this. Now we can do this, and the king has to move back to where it started. Like we're just chasing it all over the board, and then we can do that, but we're cramping their position already. I mean, for some reason, it always works whenever they accept the queen's gambit and they take that pawn. Then it just always seems to work out so well for white, because black ends up in this position. And I think part of the reason, like, let's go back here. Part of the reason for this is when they accept it, then white already has more space, because they can get this out, and they can get this out, and then they can also get this out, and then start attacking. But then black has only one spot open here. They can move this queen forward this way, and they can move this bishop out diagonally this way, but they don't have the same range of movement options, because white also has the ability to start getting this knight here. And one of the things that's cool about the queen's gambit is, because we move this pawn from here to here, then this knight here is not blocking it. Because if we were at the start of the game, if you tried to move this knight here first, well, then this pawn can't move. So one of the cool things about that is that then that knight can go there after the pawns move there. And sometimes, okay, this is where it gets really, really fun. I'm going to try to learn how to delete everything. Is there a way to just delete? Delete. Yeah, we're going to delete all the moves here. Okay. So, but what if they don't accept the gambit? Because there's going to be people who see through the trap of the queen's gambit. They're going to decline it. So there's this and the queen's gambit.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that one. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, definitely.
I recognize that one.
Yeah, it's definitely in position. So some people will decline it with e6. They will try to put this pawn here with the idea that if I take their pawn, that they will capture back. So they're just trying to defend it that way. So that's called the queen's gambit decline. And it shows the names of the openings there. That's what I love about the analysis board, is that it has references on wiki books. So it has like free books about chess. Definitely a good resource. Or
you've made an intellectual study of it. I've just played against random people in different situations, and
I read a lot.
Just face to face, and so I remember things.
Yeah, that's the thing, is I read a lot about this stuff, and it's a lot of fun. So, for example, this is the other response. This is called the Slav defense, and this also works too. It's a very similar idea, where they're going to take back if I take that pawn. But here's one thing that both of those things are missing. So both like that pawn there or this pawn there, they both make the assumption that white's going to capture here. What if we don't want to? What if they do that and instead we just advance the pawn? Well, now this bishop is blocked and this bishop is blocked. And we've still messed up their position. You see, because now they can't get their bishops out. They can't get their queen out because their own pawn is blocking them. And you see, no matter how you do it, the queen's gambit, whether they accept or decline, you can still mess them up. It works for me. I don't know why it's so easy for me, but I've fallen in love with the queen's gambit opening. Let's say they do the Slav defense. Well, we can still advance this pawn. We could do that. Or in this case, maybe we want to add more pressure here. Like, let's get this knight here first, and then let's have them make their move, for instance. Well, we're just going to start getting our other pieces out. Let's start attacking their stuff here. It's just so cool. You know what I mean? It's like that. This is just bizarre, man. Like, oh, I love it. See here now, we can take this pawn and they can capture back, but then we're still in this weird position here because look at this now. See, now we can move the king's pawn 2 squares forward, and yes, they can capture it, but then we can still get this bishop over here, and we are still attacking this square, even though it was around a long way, because we want to go here. We want to terrorize this square. And what's black going to do? Like, what are they going to do? They can't take this pawn because the queen guards it. I mean, they have this pawn here. They'll probably have to get some other pieces out here, but this is just one of those things where we just keep terrorizing their side of the board here. It's like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know I make it look easy, and it is, and yet there are players better than me, not to mention Stockfish, that will still find ways to beat this. But the point is, when you're playing against, average players, you're bound to see all kinds of really, really weird positions like this. It's just
it's a lot of fun.
I know, and but that's what's interesting about chess is
you could just play for hours.
Exactly. Yeah. There's all this variety in what you can do, and it's just so much fun.
I'm talking about like when you just play for fun, with people who enjoy playing chess, and you're not really trying to win. You just kind of hanging out and enjoying the game and their friendship and companionship.
And that's what we're doing, Yeah. And that's why the lyrics of the songs I make are about how the point of chess is to have fun. It's great. Yeah, I try to win. I know some tricks to win and stuff. But
yeah, I'll tell you, in school, it was like I would just go in and sign in and then walk out for the chess club. But
really,
when I was out of school and I met actual people playing, and then I could play for hours with them, even in their kitchen or in the park, and it was so much more fun than trying to just study it intellectually and to abstract it.
Right. I mean, I like the intellectual study of it myself, obviously, because when you're a nerd, but you should have fun with it. It should not be like so competitive that you're not having fun, because that I feel like that ruins people, because people are too competitive with sports in general.
Yeah.
And
chess clubs in school they're super competitive.
See here, okay, Gracie, here's what I hate about sports in school. Sports in school is like, well, people want to win. They want to get really, really good at their sport so they can get scholarships and go to college based on their scholarship.
For a lot of people, that's their only chance. Yeah.
So instead, it becomes about their future and education, about money instead of the game. So then the game itself, the fun is lost because it becomes all about money. And that ruins it. And for me, chess is about the love of it. And I know that I can teach people to get better at chess because I have the head knowledge and I'm a very patient teacher.
Yeah.
But people they need to get over this idea that, oh, you have to be a genius like Bobby Fischer. Not gonna lie, it helps. but or you just have to, or you have to start when you're really, really young to be any good. No, not true at all. Anybody can learn and improve. It just takes practice, just like literally anything else we do. And how would you like me to show you one more opening?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
up for it.
Yeah, so what we're gonna do is this is similar because but instead of the Queen's Gambit, we get the Queen's Pawn moved out. So instead of doing the Queen's Gambit, we're gonna start getting this bishop out here. This is gonna get strange, and let's just say that they start making some moves here, and we're gonna start getting some things out here. See, the idea here is we're getting a particular setup. We're trying to build a nice defensive structure with the London system. This idea that all of our pieces are going to start protecting the other pieces. So we're starting to build this pyramid of pawns, for instance. And then we can start by, well, obviously we'll want to be able to chase away this bishop at some point, but we can get this out. We can pin the knight, and this is where it gets strange because see, they can attack this bishop, but now look at this. This is a position I commonly see. See, we have the pawns protecting each other.
Yeah.
This bishop is protected by this pawn, and this basic structure is called the London system. And look at this. This knight goes here, attacking both this queen and this knight. Now, the knight can't take it. I mean, it could, but then the bishop would still kill the queen. Like, it's just bad news altogether. And it's basically you start getting everything in your opponent's territory. And even if they could kill this knight in some way, if they have a plan here, well, you can get the other knight involved in the action. So then they can kill it, but then you have all these options. You could take with this pawn and chase this knight away. Like, it basically just keep your opponent constantly on their toes and, move this knight out, but also the queen is attacking this simultaneously. Like, basically, the idea of the London system and even the Queen's Gambit is similar. When you're white, you already have that advantage. You want to make the most of that advantage. You want to just start getting your pieces out as quickly as possible. Just start moving them out and have them protect each other to a certain extent, but basically just gang up on their pieces. And if they bring out their queen early, because you've heard people say that you don't want to bring out your queen early. You probably heard that, haven't you?
Right, I have. Yeah.
Well,
I've experienced it.
Yeah, because
when you're playing, they tend to hold it back.
Because if they bring out their queen too quickly, then all of your pawns and your bishops and knights are all going to attack that queen, just chase it all over the board, meaning none of their other pieces are going to make any progress. But there are exceptions. The Scandinavian defense is one such exception.
Yeah.
And I've mentioned it before. If we flip the board, and this is the black player's perspective, and the way the Scandinavian goes is white plays their king's pawn, black plays their queen's pawn, and usually here's what happens is black takes this, then the queen comes out here, and then almost everyone does this. They attack this queen. And the queen could go back where it was. That's one way. Or
yeah, I have experienced that one, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So typically, though, what happens is the queen decides,
I didn't know what it was called, but yeah.
Yeah, what's funny about the Scandinavian defense is that black is literally bringing out their queen early, which is what people are told not to do, and yet it usually works out well,
Yeah,
because
I know. I've been beaten that way. Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, because not only does the queen have the option of going there or there, but the queen could also just come over here and put the king in check. They could totally do that.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and they'll have to block the check somehow, and then yeah, hey, then look at that. Now they can't move the bishop, so they're going to start moving this pawn in the way, and and let's just bring it back. I mean, this whole thing is just dumb. I mean, yeah, they'll probably try to chase the queen away in some bizarre way, but we're gonna come up with plans no matter what they do. Because obviously you play the rest of the game, whatever. But there's all these exciting openings that they're all just so exciting,
They
But
are.
basically, the answer to what's the best opening is the one you practice the most, whichever one you like.
Right.
Because I
Yeah.
found that I used to, when I was younger, play the king's pawn opening and just always move, e4, move my king's pawn 2 spaces and try to attack the weak f7 square, which is still good, mind you. And that's the way I've been doing it in my bullet chess games, because you want to checkmate your opponents before you run out of time. So you want to go with e4 openings if you're trying to win quick. But my favorite preference is classical chess, where you have either no time limit or you just have a time limit with like 30 minutes on the clock. You should have more than enough time to decide what you're doing,
Yeah.
And that's the way I like to do it, because I feel like if you have adequate time to think, you make better moves.
Yeah.
But I started doing queen's pawn openings because it's more about the slow positional, slowly wearing them down and taking their pieces and then checkmating them. I like to do it that way, because
Mhm.
honestly, if I beat them in 10 moves or less, then the game's over, and then the game's
Yeah.
over, and then I get sad. Like, no, it's
Right.
over. I wanted it to go on a little longer. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
So you have to give some gifts. Yeah.
Exactly. It's so much fun. Are you having fun, Gracie?
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
This is
Did
great.
you
Now,
did
it's
you
taken a few months for us to get to this point, between the technology and having enough time between
right?
employment and,
Yeah, exactly.
life responsibilities, all these things. But, we're doing it. We did
Yeah,
it tonight.
we're having
We
so
set
much
it up,
fun.
and I don't know if you were wondering, is she going to show up or what's going to happen? Absolutely. Because I just put on my power suit and that's it. I'm going to do something.
Yeah, awesome. So yeah, it's hard to find the time, but I have an easy
Yeah.
school assignment tonight, and it's just nice, and we'll have a recording of this because this will be on Twitch, and then people will get to see the fun we had.
Yeah.
Did you want to play another game? Because we could.
Well, right now I'm thinking I got to pay some attention to my sleeping babies.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah, because they're kind of zonked out, and if I let them sleep a little bit too long at this hour, then they're going to wake up really early.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got to wake
Also,
them up. Rise and shine.
uh,
It's only like 1 o'clock in the morning.
hey, Gracie. Also, before we end this, I want to show you something really cool. So, have you noticed down here all these blog posts that they keep changing? People are doing these blog posts.
Oh.
And just like you commented on mine, I know you commented on one that I did because if we go to like my profile, it shows that I have these 3 blog posts, because you get your own personal blog on Live Chess as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is my story about how I got back into the game of chess. I believe you commented on this one. Yeah, I have my little image there, and I have this story, and I think you commented. I'm just not.
That's great the way you've got full archives like that. That's wonderful.
Yeah, it's cool, and yeah, and see this this post that I did here is like the westernized shogi set that from Live Shogi. I tried to make my own little image with Inkscape. So if there's something I want to share, usually it's chess related, then I post on the blog. So because as you can see, Live Chess is like your own little social network too. It's basically like chess Facebook is what it is. Because see, you have private messages with all your friends. You can have people you follow. You have your friends, and it keeps track of every game you've played. That's one of the coolest features. Is, oh, look at this. How many games have I played? I have played 1,188 games. Whoa. Over 1,000
Yeah.
games since I joined the site. Now, let's see here. I'm currently playing 15 of them in correspondence games. Now, if we see here, I've actually lost more than I've won here. And I think part of that, a big part of, I mean, I'm playing against some good people, and some people are cheaters too. But also, me playing against the computer, how I play against the computer and stuff, and I lose against the computer because the computer's way too good. And then of course I lost some bullet chess games on time because sometimes, timeout, like it's victorious.
Well, you definitely built up your skills, to a
Yeah.
level where you can recognize the different patterns.
It's actually a lot of fun because basically,
to me it's pattern recognition, but I'm not sure that that's all that's involved.
Right. Well, actually, oh yeah. Okay. I want to show you something that we're gonna try next time we get together.
Sure.
Okay. Next time we get together, what we want to do is we'll set up a game. Like if we were to create a game, Chess 960, because with Chess 960, for instance, I'll just show a computer example for right now. Let's do a level 1. But with Chess 960, the pieces are randomly shuffled. Bobby Fischer actually came up with Chess 960. They call it Fischer random chess. Because in here, notice that the pieces are mirrored from each other, but the starting position of the knights and the bishops and the rooks is random. And what this means, Gracie, is that if you were to play Chess 960 with me, you would have a better chance because I can no longer rely on my memorization of openings. Because none of them work in Chess 960 because everything starts out differently. So Chess 960 trains you on a different aspect of chess. Instead of relying on memorization of your openings and what you know to work to help you win the game, you have to think, oh, these pieces are here. I don't know why they're here, but I have to make the most of it, So okay, this bishop is here.
I like that. That sounds a lot like life.
Exactly. Actually, you know what? Chess 960 is a lot like life now that you mention it. It's actually quite crazy. But
that's for sure.
So that's fun. Well, Gracie, it's been really fun. Thanks for joining.
It's been great.
Yeah. So we'll have to schedule another time to do this sometime. But we got a good hour and 15 minutes here, and
that's cool. I love it. I mean, once at a certain point, if we start doing Twitch, or I don't know how they do that. Is that like just one person? I don't know if they do the. Can you have more than one person? Twitch streaming. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing: is there's infinite ways to stream to Twitch, basically. But here's what I'm doing. What I'm using here is I'm using something called StreamYard. And do you see the duck? Can you see the duck there? So the duck is their symbol. So they have a duck as their symbol for whatever reason. But StreamYard is a service that you can use where you don't have to use. You can even use your phone technically to do it. Because instead of downloading OBS Studio or some other software, it's all run straight through the web browser. And so you can have the different layouts. You can do fun banners. For example, I have my link tree, so I can show links to various websites on the screen. I can put things, and it's just great. Because you can have all these things set up. Like I have the rules of Stream Club. Like the first rule of Stream Club is you can talk about anything in Stream Club. The second rule of Stream Club is you must ask questions. And the third rule of Stream Club is you have to trust Chastity. The fourth rule of Stream Club is be excellent to each other. And the fifth rule of Stream Club is party on, dudes.
Party on, dudes.
Yeah. So basically, StreamYard just lets me set all this up. It's ideal because it lets the free plan, like you don't have to pay anything. The free plan lets you have up to 6 people join you at a time in your calls. But if you need more than 6 people, you have to pay them for the premium membership, whatever.
Yeah,
but
it's worth it.
Yeah, if you have a crowd of people who can all get together. But I feel like more than 6 people would actually, crowd of people would be talking over each other. And so
it might be.
So I still tend to prefer the one-on-one, obviously, because it's simple, it's very relaxing.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's more intimate.
Yeah, exactly. I like it.
But yet at the same time, it's totally public because everybody's watching.
I know that's the best part is that everybody gets to watch 2 friends hanging out, playing some chess, and I get to show off my favorite chess opening strategies that I like to use. It's cool.
Yeah, it is. It's like just going instantly out into public, just like in real life.
Yeah,
because it is real life.
Except
but actually, there is no difference anymore between the virtual world and the real world.
Yeah,
they're one and the same.
But we're safe because we're in public, but they can't hurt us physically. They can't.
Yeah, they can't hurt us, but you never know. A tree can come through your roof, things like this.
Yeah, yeah, true. And people can leave mean comments if they want to as well. But we can just ignore them.
Bring it on.
Yeah, and
come at me, bro.
And you know what's really cool is bro. or bra is bra.
Come at me, bra.
Yeah, because I think bra is the female bro.
I think it kind of means like everybody now at this point.
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, but one of the coolest.
I don't think anybody knows what they are anymore. So what difference does it make?
Yeah, exactly. See, but that's the fun part. And also with StreamYard, what's cool is the way it lets you just choose a comment to highlight. So if people leave mean comments, we don't even have to show their comments on screen. Right. We can just ignore the mean haters.
Yeah, because it would also hurt other people. Yeah.
And if people if they want to ask valid questions, then we can show what they said and respond in real time. We can both respond. Yeah. So we can have a show together. We can totally have a chess talk show. You know?
This is great.
Yeah, it's awesome. Well, thanks for joining me, Gracie. And I guess I'll let you get back to your cats.
Yes, this is Casey Bones. He's waking up. Hey there, Casey Bones. Midnight. How you doing, midnight? Yeah, they're working up. They need some petting.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely need some petting. It's been great hanging out with you, Chastity. We had a great chess game.
Yeah, totally.
And we could do this anytime. Brah. It's super dope.
Yeah, brah.
Yeah. We're turning those L's into W's. No crumbs.
Okay. This is just perfect. This was just perfect. I have some LinkedIn learning I have to do now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds good. The LinkedIn trainings are pretty legit. Yeah.
Yeah, I get to do a lot of that with my schooling.
Sweet. Next time, I think I'll wear a push-up bra. So.
Yeah, that's right, bra.
Bra.
Oh, okay.
You can have so much fun with it,
I know. Just words. Words are chaos, just like the chessboard.
Yeah, what are words for? Who knows anymore?
Yeah, nobody knows. people just started making up words,
Yeah.
and then they act like they mean something.
Well, they make up more words all the time. We're all making up words, and everybody can make up words.
Yeah, words are defined by other words, and that can lead to problems.
Right. Okay, we're signing off, and as you say, be excellent to each other.
And party on, brah.
Party on, bro. See you later, Chastity. You're sweet.
Chastity's at the chessboard in the light. Pieces in a row, ready for the night. Every piece unique, knights jump around. Bishops slide obliques in the pawns surround. Checkmates and castles, battles on the squares. Chastity's got the tactics, winning everywhere. Opponents get nervous, moves move with speed. Chastity keeps her cool, focused indeed. She'll show you the websites where she likes to play. Just watch her stream highlights and you'll learn the way. Every move calculated, every step so clear. She's the queen of the board, no need to fear. Some we don't make the best move, but the point of chess is to have fun. If you keep playing, you will improve. You'll believe me when the game is done. Whether you are a powerful queen or just a slow-moving pawn, soon you'll become a chess machine, playing in your dreams from dusk to dawn. Some people call chess a game, while others say it's a fight. Perhaps it's all the same eternal dance of black and white. Chastity believes that chess is for people of every kind, where it doesn't matter who others say you are. You can show them your power in the sport of the mind. And when you checkmate your enemies, you'll feel like a star.
Okay, here now, when he got checked out where for cool base watching, he started very likely to put you feel myself that nice. I know what you guys came for, that looks like she and you damn see. These media wise still watching. Actually must still of you in bang first set up. There's already something's on after that. Trump was able to walk my face there mine. The shit guys came for that with some taxi for you. For the forest I got all to follow this. You don't want to make peace.